Hey, what's going on, guys? So we're going to be casting this game between a Stardust Turtle here in the blue at 1032 versus Team Delta Force in the red at 1022. So Team Delta Force did PM me, and he said he wanted to show off his Morphtronic deck, and I don't think I've casted a Morphtronic game, so it'd be interesting to see how that plays out. But it looks like our player in the blue is going to flip a Dekoichi that he set first turn, and he's going to be able to draw a card. Dekoichi also has a secondary effect. You can draw an additional card for each one of these normal Bakoichi, some train-looking card, frightening car, but no one really runs that. It's only just used to flip to draw one card. Plus, there's a card called Black Salvo, which brings out Dekoichi. And it looks like we're going to see a Solemn Warning come out of our player in the red, and he's going to negate that Greffer, which is interesting because, I mean, I guess he would take less damage that way. And our player in the red is going to book a Moon Dekoichi, and I don't think that that is a very good play because if you guys know, flip effects will just still be activated, even though he's already activated. Once he attacks, it'll get flipped again, he'll draw a card. But I'm going to see a Scopin being summoned. So Scopin allows you to special summon another Morphtronic from your hand, and he's going to synchro into level 7, I believe. The other card was level 4, and he's going to bring out Power Tool Dragon. Okay. I know that that is kind of like the Morphtronic Stardust Dragon, I guess you can call it. But I don't think I've seen Power Tool Dragon come out in a long time, especially on Dueling Network, especially against like people that have like over 1,000 rating. It just, no one really plays this Power Tool or Morphtronics. But there is a card called Self-On, which is pretty good. But our player in the red is activating the effect of Power Tool Dragon, so he reveals 3 equip spells in his deck, and one of them gets added to your hand randomly, which is picked by your opponent, but he doesn't get to see him, so I guess the only way to do it on Dueling Network is to add them and then set them all. I think that would be the best way, and he'll flip all of them to show that those were the cards that he set. So he's going to add Double Tool C and D. And what does this card do? Equip to a Power Tool Dragon or level 4 high machine type Morphtronic monster. During your turn it gains 1,000 attack. If it attacks, okay, so the whenever he attacks, its effect doesn't get activated on the field. So flip effects won't be able to be activated. However, I'm pretty sure if Sangan is sent to the graveyard, Sangan's effect will still activate because its effect resolves off of the field. But yeah, so pretty decent. It doesn't do piercing. Oh, but during your opponent's turn, your opponent can't select another monster other than the equipped monster as an attack target. Oh, and opponent bottles that monster destroy at the end. Oh, that's not even that bad, you know? But it is conditional, so yeah, like I said, I don't think Dekoichi would get its effect because it would still have to resolve on the field because it's a flip effect. But yeah, interesting. I haven't really seen Power Tool come out ever, like I said. It's just not too meta, I would say. But you know, that card Double Tool C and D, I'm not sure what it stands for. It does seem like a very good card. I mean, in Morphtronics. I don't think anything else can really run it, unless you're trying to tech Morphtronics in something. So our player's going to set a card. Maybe it's another Dekoichi. That'd be kind of unfortunate for a player in the blue. But I mean, he does have 6 cards in his hand, so he should be pretty good to go as far as making a play. I'm curious why there's nothing. He's not setting anything. Maybe he's got too many monsters. Oh, and it is a Sangan. So let's see if he does search, because I'm pretty sure he would get the effect to search out because. Yeah, its effect resolves off the field, so Double Tool C&D wouldn't be able to be something to stop Sangan. So let's see what he ends up adding to his hand. Because I still have no idea what our player in the blue is playing. Swift Scarecrow. Huh. That's strange. I don't see how Swift Scarecrow is too good. But he was playing Dekoichi. I don't know. So I have no idea what our player in the blue is playing, but he's got lots of cards in his hand right now. So he should be able to make a play. He was going to summon an Armageddon Knight. Let's see what he sends to the graveyard with that, because maybe that will reveal what deck he's playing, because I have no idea what he's playing still. Going to send a Synchro Fusionist. Huh. So my guess is he's trying to play some Machine OTK, because Synchro Fusionist allows you to add any Synchro, or I'm sorry, not Synchro, but once he's sent to the graveyard for a Synchro material, you can add 1 spell card from your deck to your hand with Polymerization or Fusion in the name. So I guess you can get Miracle Fusion, you can get Overload Fusion, you can get Future Fusion. That card is pretty good, but I like how it says you can't add Diffusion Wave Motion, which is I don't remember from the top of my head, but if I remember right, it is a card used with, is it, or am I thinking of Black Magic Curtain? Maybe Diffusion Wave Motion is the one where Dark Magician can attack like 5 times or something, or equal to the number of amount of monster your opponent controls, something like that. But looks like our player in the red is just going to attack with the Power Tool Dragon, and Power Tool Dragon is at 3,300, so he will take 1,900 damage from that. Interesting, but I'm trying to think. I mean, if with all that back row, it might be kind of difficult to get off that that machine OTK. There's basically 3 back row. And on top of that, double tool C and D's there. So Power Tool Dragon, if he has an equip card, you can destroy the equip card instead. So I mean, it'd be kind of difficult to get over that. I'm trying to think of any ways. You'd have to have like Heavy Storm and then like be able to do the OTK. Because yeah, with all those back row, it's going to be kind of difficult. So he's just going to end his turn, and he's going to discard a Jinzo. So I think I am right. I think he is playing some variant of maybe like Machine OTK, because when you activate Future Fusion, there's a card called Jinzo Returner, and you can send that card to the, well, once the card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon a Jinzo and it gets destroyed during your end phase. And so we see a Junk Box, so that special summons a Morphtronic from the graveyard, and I'm pretty sure he's going to probably end up synchroing with that, because Junk Box does destroy it at the end. So he's going to summon a Radion. He's going to go for another level 7. So let's see what he goes for. Oh, another double Power Tool Dragons. I've never seen that on the field. Oh wow, he's got 2 double Tool C and Ds. So he's set up to win. But if you guys remember, our player in the blue did add that Swift Scarecrow, so that will be a card to save him right now. Let's see if I mean, I would drop it on the first attack. There's no reason why to take the damage. Yeah, so our player in the blue is just going to drop it right there on the first attack declaration. And Swift Scarecrow is a little bit better in some aspects than Battle Fader, because Battle Fader does need to be summoned. So if you saw him warning it, then unfortunately Battle Fader does not get its effect to go on the field and stall for another turn, essentially. Because Battle Fader is a card where, you know, it stays on the field. You can at least tribute it next turn, perhaps, if you're playing any Monarchs. Although I don't think your player in the blue is playing any Monarchs. But getting rid of double tool C and Ds, like there's 2 of them and 2 power tools on the field, it's going to be quite a task for a player in the blue. But he's going to Foolish Burial and Necroguna to try to protect himself, which I think is good. And he's going to set 1. So maybe if it's like a Jinzo Returner, that would help quite a bit. So you can do Jinzo. Oh, it is a Jinzo Returner, and so that Jinzo that he discarded a few turns ago, he will be able to special summon it, and you can special summon it in defense mode, which does help. Because again, double tool C and D doesn't affect the card's effects in the graveyard, and Jinzo Returner is when it's destroyed and sent to the graveyard, it gets its effect. So I'm not sure what our player in the red is doing. He should just attack. I mean, he can still attack. It doesn't like stop the battle phase or anything. Maybe he's debating if he wants to stop it. I wouldn't stop Jinzo Returner though, because you already have your answer. And he is going to Solemn Warning it, which I would say is a misplay, because if you think about it, the Power Tool Dragon can already attack over Jinzo, and unless you're attacking for game, and he has Necroguna anyway, so I feel like that was definitely a misplay there. But we see a Duality come out. I don't know why he'd wait for main phase 2 to Duality. Oh no, because his field was clogged. Okay, that makes sense. So maybe he actually wanted to use that Solemn Warning just so he can activate Duality, which I guess it could make sense. Another double tool C and D. Boomboxing. But Morphtronics have one good card, and that is Morphtronics Self-On, I believe its name. And that one can swarm the field with just itself. But unfortunately our player in the red didn't draw it yet. But I mean, our player in the red has pretty good control over the field, and our player in the blue is saying he's got a worse hand. And a Dark Hole comes out, but a Dark Bribe comes out. But the thing is, you can destroy those double tool C and Ts anyways, instead of, you can keep Power Tool Dragon alive. We see a Magical Stone Excavation out of our player in the blue, and he's going to probably add back Dark Hole. Oh, he's just getting double Jinzo Returner. But since Magical Stone Excavation's discard is a cost to add the Dark Hole, you do not get the Jinzo out. And that does kind of hurt just a bit. But see, our player in the red can just destroy those double tool C and Ds instead of destroying the Power Tool Dragons. So that is kind of unfortunate. But our player in the blue is going to be able to activate an MST. So he's going to hit a Dark Bribe. And he's going to see a summon of Junk Synchron, and if this goes off, I think our player in the blue might be able to win this turn, because he's going to be able to go and he's going to get out a... he's going to get the effect of Synchro Fusionist. And yeah, Catastrophe definitely was a good option, but he's going to get the effect of Synchro Fusionist, and also a Catastrophe is also a machine, so that will work with like Overload Fusion, which he did just add. And, oh, he does have Future Fusion, and that's going to be pretty much game as long as this play goes off, as long as there's no effect failure that comes out of our player in the red. That is going to be super game. So let's see how many cards he sends. The amount of cards he's sending right now with Future Fusion doesn't really matter. That's not going to affect the attack because he'll have to wait 2 turns to get that card out anyways, which probably isn't going to happen because he's going to activate Overload Fusion, and that's going to be game. And let's see how much damage this thing will have. So it's just Cyber Dragon plus 1 or more machine type monsters, and he's going to send all of them, and then he's going to activate Overload Fusion, and he can move. Okay, there's 1, 2. So it's banished from your side of the field or graveyard. Fusion materials that are listed on Dark Machine type. So pretty much that is everything. He can even send the Catastor. Cyber Dragon would have been good against his deck, though. That would be a great side deck card. Although it kind of just goes all in. But let's see how many he actually removes. He did have 1 Necro Garden, so we have to do whatever is in the removed pile minus 1, and that will be the answer. So he's got 17 as of right now, and he should send the Catastor as well, because he can send the Catastor. And it looks like he's just going for it, but technically you would want to send the Catastor, because that would be 18, and that would be at 14,400 damage right there. If he just doesn't stop this, this is going to be game. And a total of 259,200 damage is the total. But thanks for watching, guys. It was an exciting game. Asian Eyes White Dragon, signing out.